it going, everyone? My name is Andrew, and I'm here today for our second installment of interviewing CBE fellows. And I'm here with Oliviya, who did a CBE fellowship this past summer. Oliviya, can you tell us a little bit about what brought you to MIIS?
Yeah, definitely. So I have my bachelor's in marine science from Cal State Monterey Bay. And after I graduated, I worked for 3 years with the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. And I found myself in this kind of tough situation where I wanted to continue working, but the positions that I had were part-time, so financially they weren't like sustaining me. And the positions that I was applying for that were full-time, I was being outcompeted by people that had masters or PhDs. So I was basically forced to make this decision of either staying in this position that I was in and working up the ladder over several years to get a full-time position that paid enough that I could support myself, or returning to school. And so I chose returning to school, and I looked at multiple programs kind of throughout the state and ended up choosing to apply to MIIS, one because it's here in Monterey, so I could continue working with the department and other organizations that I was involved with. And yeah, so that's where I am here.
And did you know a little about the CBE before you applied to MIIS, or did you learn about that kind of once you came here?
I was familiar with it. I actually went through kind of a process of contacting students that had gone here in the past, talking to them about what programs they were in, and their opinions about the program. But the CBE in particular I learned about once I begun the application process and came to campus and did a campus tour and visit, but a little bit of both, I'd say.
So this past summer you did one of our CBE fellowships. Can you tell us a little bit about the work you did, how you found that, stuff like that?
Yeah, so I spent my summer with the Monterey Bay Fisheries Trust, which is a local nonprofit here in Monterey, hence the name. And I was familiar with the organization prior to, for our cohort, learning about the CBE fellowships. But I really wanted to get involved in their efforts here. They work with the local fishery, kind of rejuvenating it, bringing awareness that we have this resource here, supporting the commercial fishermen and their families, the markets, etc. So I just used the opportunity with the CBE fellowship to kind of get my foot in the door with this organization. So in terms of the work that I did with them, I was brought on as their traceability intern. So I explored traceability options to implement here in Monterey. And it was kind of a research, development, and then create recommendations for how or if the organization could even do something like that. So, and I helped out with other projects as well. So.
And then has that kind of led into or helped you with getting a full-time job?
Yes, yeah. I really, really enjoyed the work that I did with the organization, and I really kind of just advocated for myself to stay on with the Fisheries Trust. So I'm working part-time right now, but I'm also doing a directed studies with them for my final semester here. So yeah, it did. It certainly not only did the fellowship, familiarize myself with the organization, but it helped me basically stay within the organization as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time today, and
Yeah.
hope